watchful a site is and what's being retained, for instance. And my question is, I noticed you talked a little bit about what data gets retained, and I've always noticed there's some tension between the law enforcement authorities, who are always pushing us to retain more and more information, which many of us like to do, and on the other hand, privacy advocates and privacy commissioners, especially in the EU, who kind of go the other way. And I'm just wondering if MySpace has, how you've resolved this, or what pushback you've gotten on either end.
So your question is something that we were debating in DOJ 15 years ago. And it's going to be like that all the time. But I think one thing people need to understand, and our users understand, is there's a difference. They're not mutually exclusive, privacy versus data retention or security, which I think a lot of people think that, well, you're retaining data, that's violating my privacy. No, it's a relatively simple concept. We just need to explain to you what it is we're keeping, how long we keep it, and what do we do with it. And as a member, you have our member policies to understand it. You have our privacy policies. But one thing we did was we went out to the law enforcement community, and we're also talking to the privacy community. And one of the things that I think people feel comfortable about is the data doesn't just get disclosed willy-nilly. It gets disclosed in response to a legal request, whether it's a subpoena, it's a search warrant, things like that. We also learned from the law enforcement community how much time it takes for them to conduct an investigation. Having been a prosecutor, that part I could connect with very quickly and understand the pain that they were going through. And the third is, actually, I said two things, so I'm not going to say a third.